Hello and welcome to the fourth vlog of our trip here to the Netherlands, the fourth park here. And yeah, today we're back at Walibi Holland. It opened back in 1971. It features 7 different roller coasters, including a couple that we absolutely loved last time, both Lost Gravity and also Goliath. It's over 2 years since we first came here. It was June 2016. Obviously we're now in September 2018. And yeah, it's nice to be at this park. There's been quite a few different changes since we were last here. Goliath's been completely repainted. It used to be green. It's now got a blue stripe, which looks really interesting. The entrance here, which I'll talk about in just a moment, has all been repainted and has got some new bits of theme in. And also, we're about to ride Robin Hood, the park's wooden roller coaster, before it gets transferred into a Rocky Mountain construction coaster for next year. Something that I'm very excited for, and I'll definitely be at this park next year to come and check that one out, as it'll only be the second RMC to open in Europe after Wildfire at Kulmarden in Sweden. But yeah, it's nice to be back here at the park. Obviously still joined by Charlotte, Martin and Leah. They're hiding in the shop because of the wasps. There's a bit of wasp activity at this park, but Martin's out here. He's got his shorts on today, Martin has. I'm a bit chilly still, but the sun is supposed to come out. What's that?
You didn't wait for me. You came in with my ticket.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So I was stuck outside with Leah.
Charlotte came running in because of the wasps.
He doesn't wait for you.
Charlotte came running in because of the wasps. Wasp activity is bad at this park this morning, from what we've seen.
Not on, is it?
Yeah.
Not waiting for people. It's not on, people. Comment below. It's
are you
not
glad
on.
to be back, Martin?
I am. Yeah.
I don't like the paintwork though around this entrance. I'm not a big fan of the graffiti style, what they've done just here. But yeah, it's a bit windy this morning. Oh, we got a Phoenix t-shirt there, coming up in just a few days time, Toverland. Phoenix, look forward to that. But yeah, this car here has got all grass on it, which is interesting. Charlotte's running, oh, another wasp. There's a lot, she's fed up with the wasp this morning. Yeah, it's a bit of a windy day, probably the windiest day of the trip so far this morning, just walking down here. So I do apologise about any wind interference. Where have the tickets come from for this part then, Martin?
Groupon.
Groupon?
Yeah, the Dutch Groupon website for €22.75.
That's still a bargain, isn't it, really? For 7 roller coasters, a few other different rides. It's cheap. Like, we're not paying much for, well, this trip in general has been a cheap one. It's the third one we've done, and they've all been done really cheap, really.
In fact, the most expensive park on the trip is actually a zoo. It's not even a theme park.
And that's Wildland's first visit for us coming up there in a few days.
In fact, we actually have to pay for the tickets at the gate on that one because they don't accept credit cards on the website.
There you go.
Which is actually something that I have noticed about the Netherlands in general. They don't actually accept MasterCard or Visa
as
in the
Martin's
Netherlands.
found out.
Yeah, so which is actually, apart from Madagascar and Mozambique, it is the only country I've ever seen in the world.
You're well travelled, aren't you, Martin?
It.
You've been to some countries that I've not been to, I tell you. What do you think to all this styling down here? It looks very different to what it did before. I suppose it has brightened it up a little bit. It's not the style what I'd have gone for personally, putting all like the graffiti and stuff, but yeah, it has freshened it up. It looks better than photos, I think, what I've seen.
It's like the movie part today, like, style.
Well, it is, but at least in movie part, it's not graffiti, is it? It's just nice facades, whereas this, it's quite modern, I suppose. It fits what this park is all about, I guess. And
it's a lovely day today.
It is, yeah. It's a bit windy, but it's a nice morning, nice start. Here we are then, so it's just gone 10 o'clock. Park's now open. We're inside, and of course, making our way to the 2002 Intamin Mega Coaster. Goliath, here's Charlotte. Are you wasping?
I am on high alert.
Yeah, watching out for him. Are you looking forward to getting on Goliath, Charlotte?
Yes, I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, and it's had a colour scheme. I'm not too sure, to be honest.
I don't remember coming past El Condor.
Oh, don't even mention that. You're not allowed to say that, Martin. Not El Condor.
Actually, that was our part of our plan, mine and Charlotte's plan, to actually just go straight to El Condor.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. There it is, the worst roller coaster I've ever been on. Yeah, how did we get round? Oh yeah, we have to go down to the right here, don't we, for Goliath, and then round the back of El Condor, and then up the back, don't we?
It's a weird layout, isn't it?
It's a weird layout part, this one. I'm glad to be back and come and see it again, and I'm looking forward to seeing the changes. Yeah, we have to go down that way, around the back of these buildings, past the S&S shop tower, and then it brings you round towards Goliath. But yeah, you coming on, Leah? You going to give it a go? Ooh, maybe. Yeah. unfortunately on-ride filming is not permitted at this park no longer, which is a shame, so we won't be able to get any on-ride filming from the roller coasters. Sure, it'll be fine on the rapids and some of the other smaller rides, but unfortunately on the coasters I can't take you along for the ride, which is a shame really. You'd think with this park, especially putting in big RMC next year, they'd want to get it out there to people so they can see what there is to experience. But last time we was here, we did get some on-ride footage, so make sure you check out the vlog from 2 years ago. So you can see on board some of these attractions, but I'll try my best to put as much off-ride footage in as I can do and try and get some bit of a different angles on some of the rides as to what I did last time. So of course stay tuned for that, and also you've heard me and Martin's views on everything here. Nothing's really changed in terms of new rides or anything since we last came. It's more just changes of colours and things since we last visited on some of the attractions, and of course we'll talk a little bit about Robin Hood and how Lost Gravity's changed since we first rode that. Lost Gravity was really smooth, it was really good when we first went on it, but I've heard from quite a few people that it's a little bit rougher than it used to be now. Not more wasps, oh no, not the wasps. The ghost is running off, quick, run, run. Here it is then, looking really nice actually with its new colour scheme. Like I say, it opened back in 2002 and it was a green track, and as much as I like rides when they keep with their original colours, I do feel like the blue and the black supports make it look even nicer actually, a lot more modern and fresh than it did before. What are your thoughts on the colour, Martin?
It looks fresh, but like the trouble is the green was very iconic.
Only because of Roller Coaster Tycoon too.
Yeah. But this ride was a famous ride.
It was a famous ride.
This ride was a famous ride. Without this ride, I don't think I would have got into coasters, to be honest.
Oh, he's getting emotional now, and I nearly tripped up. Yeah.
It's a...
Take note.
Oh yeah, here you go, no loose articles.
What, look, alright? My phone falls out once,
yeah,
and all of a sudden I'm known as the person that...
I just think, you know, you can learn lessons, can't you? And Martin's certainly learned his this trip, I hope, and securing his articles. Oh, look at this though. It's a nice queue as well because you go right down the side. I know it's not themed or anything, but I do like how you go right down the side of these bunny hops down towards the end. Are we on a one train special? Or are we on two? Oh, a wasp just flew into my hair. Wasp activity is high. But yes, we'll see when we come off Goliath. So we've just come off Goliath and Charlotte's first ever ride on it. What did you think to it?
I loved that, and I especially like seeing the geese.
Yeah, there were some geese at the side. I thought the train was going to hit the geese
at
first. What is she doing? What is she doing?
So good, the airtime. But I did find in some places it was a bit slow.
Yeah, it does slow down. Yeah, these Intamin coasters do tend to warm up. Hyperion the other week out in Poland warmed up.
Really
yeah, it's nice. And considering it's only 153 foot tall,
good, yeah.
It's not, you know, even a hyper coaster.
Massive, but
no,
it's really good. Packs really good airtime. Fantastic.
it's the bunny hills what make it for me at the end of the ride. And yeah, like Charlotte said, it was a bit slow in places this morning, but it certainly didn't disappoint. It's still one of the best coasters out there in Europe. What did you think, Martin?
Oh, I loved that. I certainly did.
I saw the enjoyment in his face.
Yeah, and it feels even better on the second time when I actually stuck my bum out and
got a bit of airtime.
Yeah, exactly. Get a bit of airtime. That's what that coaster is all about. That's what you've got to do with that coaster, because it is an airtime machine.
It is.
Yeah.
Shame about
it just absolutely whacks you out of that seat.
The trains.
Still love it.
Got some different coloured.
Still love it. It's not quite as good as, you know, like what I said it was last time, purely because I've been on a lot more coasters now.
Well, that's the thing. Like for
yeah.
me, it was a top 10 ride. It's not now. But it's still a fantastic coaster. It's a brilliant coaster.
Yeah. You know, like I haven't been on as many coasters as you, Sean, but obviously that coaster is still up there.
For the height, it packs a punch as well.
Yeah,
a coaster that's only 153 foot tall, getting some good air time and punch like that, it just goes to show
it was a bit
you don't
painful
need
in the
height.
eyes, that one though, because the rain suddenly started coming down.
Just as we were saying, it's a sunny day.
Yeah, exactly. Just when we were saying it was a sunny day, all of a sudden the rain started coming down.
Mine's got his shorts on. I've packed my shorts. I've got them in my bag, so if it does warm up later on like it's supposed to, I'll change. But yeah, it was really good to get back on that. Really enjoyed it. I like the new colour scheme, but as I was saying just, I'm not a big fan of what they've done with the train, because it doesn't even say the park on the front or the ride. It's just a black train at the front now with no branding on, which is a shame. But onwards and upwards onto the next ride. I think it's got to be Lost Gravity, hasn't it? Lost Gravity? I reckon so.
Wherever you're taking us.
We've done Martin's favourite of the park. I think we're going to do mine, but I don't think it's going to be from what people are saying. I don't think it's going to stay at that spot.
Yeah,
I think it's got a bit rough from what people are saying.
Yeah.
And
I had a feeling when we went on it in 2016 that it was going to be a coaster that was going to show its age a bit and
it's only the only one out there still, but they've sold one Macav for next year, so hopefully they've rectified the problems.
Just from the style of the trains and the style of the track, it looked like it was going to have a bit of movement in the
a wasp went in my ear then.
Really, to be honest.
Yeah, let's go round there and have a little look. Here we can see as well some preparation for the Halloween event. Everybody comments and says, Sean, come here at Halloween. I will do. I'm not this year, but maybe next year I'll come out here for Halloween and ride the RMC as well. Here it is then, Lost Gravity. So yeah, when we first rode this, it was only actually a couple of months old. It was a brand new ride when we were last here. Manufactured by Mack Rides, the only one of these out there in the world. But they have just sold another one of these, and it's going to be opening at another park for 2019. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now, a lot of people have commented on the video, tweeted me, and just generally spoke to me about this ride and how it's actually got a bit of a vibration to it since I last went on it. I mean, I raved about it last time. I loved it, and I still love the colour scheme. It reminds a lot of people of the Smiler, even though the Smiler hasn't got yellow track at Alton Towers. It's that colour scheme of black and yellow, isn't it? But that is a song, isn't it? Yeah. Black and yellow. But yeah, Charlotte's first time going on.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, like it's a well-themed experience. It's supposed to be themed about turning your world upside down, and the queue line's got some weird stuff in it. It's all a bit strange. Last time there was a DJ actually out the front of it inside a helicopter. I assume the helicopter's still going to be there because that's part of the theming, some of the props around the ride, but I'm not too sure if the DJ still exists. Was that just an opening year thing? Do they only do it on some days? I'm not too sure, but we'll find out. But I do really like this. Also, I believe this ride had an additional support added during the first off-season. Apparently another support was added. I'm not sure which one it is. Somewhere at the bottom of the first drop, from what someone said. Yeah, had an additional support put in. So we'll have to do a bit of research for that one. Here it is. And of course you've got little junior coasters down the back there as well. Good to see this ride again though. I do love the branding of it, the colour scheme. You want a wing, do you? Yeah. Charlotte wants a wing.
Like another maze for Halloween.
It does. We're seeing quite a lot of Halloween prep. Last time we came in June, didn't we?
Yeah,
so
we did.
No Halloween stuff going on. This time there's a lot of Halloween prep, which is good to see. I'd love to come and do it.
Where's the DJ?
You see already, this has not got the atmosphere of last time. Charlotte, there was a DJ inside there last time. Oh, he got stung. Oh, Martin's got stung. Yeah, there was a DJ inside the helicopter there last time, and they were blasting out music. Has it got him? Oh God, there's a lot of wasp activity at this park today. So yeah, it's a very strange themed queue line, but I love it. That's what really makes this ride for me. You got all these shipping containers that are on top of each other, and obviously you've got all sorts of stuff going on. It's all supposed to be upside down and sideways, a bit skewy, a bit strange, a bit wacky. We need medical attention for Martin. No, we need medical attention. I like, it's a bit like the Swarm, the queue line videos it plays around here, because it's all about like this ride taking over and that sort of stuff. Very strange, very good. And the queue's not actually too big. Probably about, what, 15 minutes? We waited from about there last time. All these electricity boxes and everything. I love how random it is. It's like they just got loads of old things from the park and smashed them up and attached them to walls and added them around Lost Gravity.
Do you want one of these meat snacks?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? There's some mugs in there. There's your merchandise. Something like this at Thorpe Park would go down well as well, I think. Is that saying this and Thorpe Park have got a very similar atmosphere, in my opinion? What do you think to this theming, Charlotte?
Very strange.
Weird, isn't it?
This wasn't moving last time.
Oh, we got a bit of vibration going on.
We haven't got on the ride already.
I know, yeah, is that gearing us up? I'm really hoping it's not too bad, but from what a few people have said, I don't think I'm going to enjoy it anywhere near as
It'll
much.
be as bad because we are expecting the worst.
We are, yeah.
I'm not expecting anything.
I'm expecting a Gerstlauer like roughness.
Oh, I don't think it'll be anywhere near that.
I hope not. I don't mind a bit of a rattle. Icon's got a
I
bit
don't
of a
think
rattle.
anything can be as bad as the Gerstlauer.
No, it can't, can it? Look at that view though, it's a
To
stunning
me, not
ride.
even El Condor could be as bad
Yeah.
as the Gerstlauer.
There we are. I do love the design there, the track colour, all the random theming. It's been finished off nicely, this one. And of course that gorgeous Mack Rides train design. 2 seats on the wing either side, and then you've got the seats just there in the middle. Right, I'll show you some off-ride shots and we'll see you when we come off. So we just come off Lost Gravity. It was Charlotte's first ride on it. What did you think to
Oh,
it?
I absolutely loved that.
You
It's
liked
such
it?
a cute little ride.
It is
Very
a cute
nice.
ride, isn't
Yes.
it? Like the colour scheme, the branding. In terms of the ride experience, what did you
It's
enjoy?
so good, it's smooth, it's not rattling, it's just a good ride.
Yeah, like a lot of people said that I wasn't going to rate it anywhere near as high. I still do. I very much enjoyed it. As Martin was just saying when we were walking down the exit, that ride is naturally aged over 2 years, in my opinion. It's not a rattle what's worse than it should be, in my opinion. But yeah, maybe that might change throughout the day if it speeds up. I'm not too sure, but in general, I thought that was still a very good roller coaster, and I look forward to seeing more of them rides out there in the future. The fact that well, Charlotte had the wing, didn't you? You sat on the outside.
I nearly lost my shoe.
Yeah.
Slip on the shoe.
Like, it's not a ridiculously intense ride. It's more of a family ride, in my opinion. There's not like loads of forces or anything.
No.
But the Mack coasters aren't, are they? It's more about
Really good,
some weird elements.
quality, cute little coaster.
There you go. That's Charlotte's
mine.
review. I don't know what Martin thought, but I thought that was not too rattly.
I love that ride. That was good. In my opinion, I still prefer Goliath.
They're two
Alright.
very different coasters,
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
aren't
they
they?
are,
You
they
know?
are, they are. But in terms of my number 1 and number 2, like coasters here, I still prefer Goliath.
Yeah.
I mean, it felt a bit more movement than last time, but that was a natural 2 years old kind of movement.
It wasn't
That
too bad, that, was
That
it?
wasn't at all.
I mean, Icon's got a rattle,
Yeah,
and that's
wasn't
brand
rough.
new.
That
so.
wasn't rough. That was just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just as expected. But
Yeah.
no, it was enjoyable. It was good to get back on that ride. I love the branding. I love the coaster. It's my favourite at this park still. Very much enjoy that, and I'm glad that I'm glad that we got back on that. Right, we're doing well for rides actually. We had 2 rides on Goliath, 1 on Lost Gravity. It has also got a single rider queue that I don't think was here last time. I might be wrong. It was a busier park last time. We were trying to just get round on stuff, so I'm not too sure if that single rider queue did exist or not. But I'll have a few re-rides on that later on. Anyway, on to the next ride here at Walibi Holland. So if we walk just down past Lost Gravity towards Draco, the little Sierra Tivoli coaster, you can just see here the facade for the clinic, which is one of these scare attractions at Wallabi's Fright Nights. I'd love to come to the event, like I say, and I'll definitely look at coming out here next year for it. And then there's Neurogen, some sort of VR thing in there at the moment that opens a little bit later on. But yeah, that's the facade for the scare attraction, and I've heard some good things about that. Apparently it's a bit crazy. I'd love to come back and do that one. And these guys have just gone on the junior coaster here. Like I say, a little Sierra Tivoli, dates back to 1992, this one. And yeah, it's just got that little bit of random train theming in the middle. But yeah, I think the guys are just being dispatched over there now, and they're coming round. Thought I'll stay off and get a little shot of them coming down the drop. It's just quite a nice place to film this one. Where are they sat? Near the front, are they? Up they go. Oh, I can see Charlotte with her arms in the air, like she just doesn't care. Whee! And then Martin and Leah just behind. Here they come. Whee! Yeah, I got this credit last time. Oh, there's so many wasps. About 6 have just come around this bit. Woo! Yeah, it's good to be back here at this park. Like I say, it kind of feels a bit like the Thorpe Park of the Netherlands, this one. But it's not too busy so far, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot busier than what it is now, especially with the park being shut yesterday for a private event. That's the entrance there to Draco, however you want to say it. And here's Tomahawk. Pendulum ride, little frisbee. I enjoy these. And of course you've got the back area just here, a few kids rides down there I think. And then of course the back of Lost Gravity here. What a ride. These guys have all just come off of Sierra Tivoli and said that it was rough. I've never found them to be rough before.
Really uncomfortable too.
What?
Really bashed back.
It's because I didn't go on, that's why. If I'd have gone on, I bet it'd have been smooth.
To go on.
Yeah, I was too scared. I chickened out. We didn't even walk into this area of the park last time, a little kids area. There's a train ride over here. Kind of looks a bit like Casey Jr. Except it's not a roller coaster credit, this one. It's just a little tracked ride. I like Casey Jr. having a sing of the soundtrack
Yes,
right there.
I've noticed a few of the rides shut at 5:30.
Yeah, they do that here, yeah. Yeah, the park shuts at 6, but the ride queues do close earlier. Yeah, we didn't even walk through here last time and have a look. We were in a big rush last time, so it's nice to see it a little bit quieter this time. A bit what?
Chilled.
You're in a funny mood, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another wasp there. Ah! Oh no! Honestly, these wasps are not great. Oh, it went for me then. They're not great, these wasps. I keep trying to say don't waft them, because if you waft, it makes them worse. But oh, whoa! What is he doing? Are you trying to push my girlfriend in this fountain? Nasty, isn't he? Nasty. Oh, there's a little fair ride there, little planes that go round, flat ride. And some bit of a different view here of Lost Gravity actually. That's quite a nice angle of the lift hill on that first drop. Carrying on our walk round, I think we're heading towards, I don't know, maybe platform. Go and do that. Martin, we completely missed out a section of the park last time we came. There's a splash battle.
Where are we?
There is a splash battle. Well, like, this isn't all new, is it, since we last came? I don't think so. Is it?
But I didn't know that they sell these chip twisters. They're lovely.
Well, they do sell them, but it's a bit closed at the moment.
Lovely, they are.
Might open later on. Oh, are you running from more wasps? I'm going to rename this vlog like Walibi Holland Wasp Vlog. Wasp Vlog. What's that flat ride over there? That looks a bit different. Maybe have a look at that one later on. Spinning vine.
Holland. There you go.
There you go. We may as well do the Vekoma whilst we're here, aren't we? Go and do that. Speed of sound. This is good because it's got some good lighting effects and also onboard audio as well. Yeah, we walked down to that, but we just didn't merge down here, did we? And then anytime we went to Lost Gravity, we just walked past it the other way, past the ride entrance. So yeah, there you go, a whole another section of the park that we didn't realise. We might be theme park worldwide, but we don't know everything. Until you've been to a park and had a good explore round, you don't get to see what there is. Here it is then, speed of sound. I do like the colour scheme on this one. 18 years old, opened here in year 2000. Vekoma Boomerang. And yeah, it's got some good lighting effects, onboard audio. It's the best one of these that I've ever done actually. It's very enjoyable last time. I know they're all standard layout, but the fact they've tried to do something different, and it's not very busy today. What's that?
I don't believe that.
No, that's the full cattle pen, and that's open, isn't it?
Oh, is
That should be blocked off though, shouldn't it really, when they're not using all that? Yeah, what's this, maybe 3 trains worth? About 15 minutes maybe? Let's go. Oh, well that was a bit disappointing, wasn't it?
That was terrible.
I can't believe it. Where do we start? Like,
that was exactly the same as all the other Vekoma Boomerangs.
Yeah, that was
all
rubbish.
because the music wasn't working and neither was the strobe lighting.
No,
So-
it looked good. We got into the station, the music was still blasting out, the lights were on, and then as soon as we went back, I said to Martin, when did the music kick in on this ride? Was it as soon as we went back, or was it at the top? And we weren't too sure, were we?
No.
And we got to the top, we thought, oh no, it must be at the top, but then nothing happened.
And it felt a bit rougher to me as well.
Yeah, I mean, I
So-
didn't think it rode too different personally, but I'm just disappointed because I really liked that last time. It was one of my favourite elements of a coaster, having all the onboard audio and everything on it. It was great.
terrible.
Yeah, that is a shame. And like Martin said, up in that top tunnel, normally
Makes
there's
it
all
exactly
LEDs.
the same as all the other Vekoma Boomerangs rubbish.
There's normally all the LEDs, and some of them were flashing at the side, but you could tell they weren't flashing when they were supposed to. Normally it's strobed all the way down, much better before. What a shame with that one, speed of sound. Yeah, a bit of a letdown, but onwards and upwards. We didn't have to wait too long, about 10 minutes.
to 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, like ride close here. Well, I say ride close. A lot of the rides do shut at 5:30. The queue lines here. It's worth pointing out. It's the park what shuts at 6, not the queue lines. But yeah, that says 8 o'clock. I don't know if that's been left up since last night's private hire or something. That's what I'm assuming anyway. They forgot to do it. But yeah, speed of sound not in a very good state there, which is a shame really. But oh well, onwards and upwards onto the next ride. This window is just full of little pesky, annoying, pointless wasps. Pointless, Martin. Pointless. It's the talking fountain from last time. Hello, you're on Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, hello, YouTube.
There you are. Where are you? Are you sitting inside there?
Sometimes.
Sometime. Yeah. We didn't know if you were here or not. We came here 2 years ago and we spoke to you, but we didn't think you were here until you tried to soak Martin. Just.
Well, I'm here again.
Yeah. Try and
Hey,
soak.
you too.
Yeah, soak him again.
Having a nice day.
Oh, it's warm.
Enjoying yourself.
We're really enjoying it.
For a holiday or just for Walibi?
We're on holiday. We've been to some other theme parks as well. But there's too many wasps at this park. There's a lot of wasps.
Is it true?
It is true. There's a lot of wasps.
Oh, I'm sorry for that.
Don't worry, Fountain.
It's not your fault.
We'll let you off. Don't worry.
Thank you.
No problem. We'll leave you to your day. Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon. Come on.
So we say it in Dutch, doei.
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 Oh, just before we go, could we have one big more blast of the fountain? Thank you. Hey! Hey! Bye, Dewey.
Thank you, Al.
You know it's bad when the fountain's the highlight of your day. I love that. It's a bit.
Oh, I love that too.
What do you think to that, girl?
Is he the best part of this
It's
park?
good, isn't it,
He
that?
is the best
I thought it wasn't there at first, but it
I
was.
didn't
And I
think he
feel
was
like the
there.
person operating it was better that time as well than last time.
I felt like we actually woke him up a bit.
Yeah.
It felt like he was asleep.
Where does he
somewhere
sit
in
though,
his-
Martin? Where does he sit? Like, have you spoke to at Chessington, the elephant?
Yes, I've spoken
yeah,
to
like he
that,
sits
yeah.
at the top behind it, whereas here there must be a little cabin somewhere at the side where he sits. And obviously he's got cameras to see where you are standing around it. That was great.
Maybe he is a talking fountain.
No.
Maybe he's the world's first talking fountain.
Well,
Sean.
there is one as well at Arms of Adventure, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's one there.
There is.
And,
No, but is he actually a talking fountain, or is it a bloke
I'm not too
and a
sure.
camera?
Well,
you see,
yeah.
that might actually be a talking fountain.
Somehow
You
I
never know. Possibilities.
I look like all you need one.
You having a good day? Apart from the wasps.
These wasps, I want to kill every one of them.
Stamp on them. Right, we're going on another coaster now, another Vekoma. And yeah, this is basically it's a clone of Rock and Roller Coaster at Disneyland Paris in Walt Disney Studios, but it's outside. Well, it starts inside, then it goes outside. It's themed to a train station, and yeah, it's called Express Platform 13. There you go. So let's give this one a ride. This used to be called Superman when this was a Six Flags park. It was Superman.
This is probably the best themed ride in the Netherlands.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
We haven't been to the new areas at Toverland though yet. I think when we see that. It's not bad theming in here though. Hey!
They accept MasterCard. That's a lie. They don't accept MasterCard in the Netherlands. That's a lie.
Basically, if you come over here, just bring some cash, guys. Bring some cash. Bring some euros. So yeah, it's well themed though. There's not really any theming on the ride as such, but yeah, we'll see when we come off. Like I said, if you do want to see on-ride footage from all of these, last time we were able to get some on-ride footage, so make sure you check out that vlog. So we just come off Rock and Roller Coaster. Oh, sorry, we're not at Walt Disney Studios. I mean, we've just come off Express Platform 13. I keep wanting to say Platform 15. Feel like we're at Thorpe Park Fright Nights. Not long to go until that one though, so I look forward to it. And you know my thoughts on that and Martin's. We think that the queue line theming is outstanding. When you get on the ride, it really needs to be indoors. It would be an amazing coaster if it was indoors because the queue line's great. It's even got like a train that scared Charlotte so much. There's a train what comes out at the side, just the lights come on and you hear the horn, which is good.
Worth queuing for and then just exiting.
Yeah.
And then just not even bother afterwards. You may as well just queue for it and then just leave. Don't even bother
Yeah,
going
I like
on
the
ride.
coaster. Even though it's a clone, I do like the coaster.
I like the queue line.
What did Charlotte think to it?
Right, my review. That
Get your
queue
review.
line was sensational.
Oh, big words coming out from
Stop.
Charlotte today.
There was
Sensational.
Effects. It was absolutely sensational. And then the ride needs a cover on it.
Yeah.
Because it's just Rock and Roller Coaster. The way I see it, I don't understand because the queue line, you're in this dark, dingy train station. Then you go outside and there's nothing out there.
The launch tunnel's quite good with lights
Yes,
as well,
the launch,
isn't it?
I didn't expect it to be that powerful, but I really enjoyed it, but it needs to be undercover.
That way I think we go, hey, Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube, check it out. But yeah, lunchtime now, we're going to head up towards Robin Hood. So straight on, I think we can say here, Robin Hood. Remember walking down here? I can't remember much about the layout of this park at all. I do know we went on the Ferris wheel last time though, and we probably will do this afternoon because you get some great views and the sun is shining, so we'll be able to get some good footage from up there on the Ferris wheel. Some good shots. Let's have some shots. But yeah, what do you think of the coaster itself though? Like take the theming away, the actual coaster.
Bog standard rock and roll.
It wasn't, I don't think it's too
really
rough.
Smooth. I don't think it was rough. Normally on these Vekoma things, my head's like this. But no, it was very good. I really enjoyed it, but it needs to be indoors.
There you go. Right, let's have a bit of Sean's food review and get something to eat. There's a teacups. I don't remember half of these rides. I don't remember seeing them either, and we would have walked right down here. I don't know, maybe we were just too excited with Goliath and Lost Gravity to remember, but I do remember this though, because Sherwood Forest is home to a Huss top spin where we got absolutely soaked last
Do you want to know
time.
what Sherwood Forest is home to?
Go on.
Wasps.
Wasps, oh no, not the wasps.
They are good at, I tell you what Walibi are good for, they are good at wanting feedback.
Yeah.
Because of when we were at Walibi Belgium that time, they wanted feedback from me and this.
I think because
lady
we're
came
foreign
round
to them,
me
they want to
and-
know what we think as well.
Yeah, I suppose they do, but they are always
What?
wanting. Oh, what?
Oh, here's the mascot.
The mascot.
There we go.
Walibi.
Here he is, look. It's a weird mascot, isn't it? I'm not too sure on that. Hello! You're on YouTube, Theme Park Worldwide. Oh yeah, love it. Hey. It's a bit of a creepy mascot, that.
It looks like Ratchet and Clank.
I don't know what Ratchet and Clank is.
Basically,
Explain.
anybody who's out there who plays games, Ratchet and
everybody's
Clank
gonna be getting
is a
Googled
game
about now.
that's got like a little robot in it, and he goes around the world fighting. He looks like him.
There you go. So what, is this where you're getting food, was it? This pizza stand, it's closed. Oh great, so we're going to find some food, and then of course we'll do the top spin this afternoon as well. The sun's coming out, it's a nice day. Right then, so it's food time, and we found this new restaurant just here. It's some sort of chicken restaurant, and it's got all these bottles on the wall, glass bottles, what were all on the side. This definitely wasn't here last time, so it was either new for this year or maybe last year. There's a look at the menu. I was going to have chicken bites, but unfortunately they haven't got any. But yeah, it's quite a nice place in here. It's just obviously we're struggling to find some food. What are you thinking about? I don't think you're eating here, are you? What are you going to have?
I saw a doner kebab.
Doner kebab? Oh, he's joking. And Martin and Leo are just looking at the map there to try and find some food.
There's not that many eating places here. That was what I found
Last time we ate over by Al Condor, didn't we?
Well, the pizza place is closed because it's September, so it appears that if you want something other than chips, you can't. It appears. So
Well, I don't know. It's normal pulled chicken and stuff, isn't there? And that, but you've got to like it, haven't
chips,
you?
Or it'll come with wedges.
Yeah.
Or there's nothing else.
Yeah, I got some wedges. These were only like just under €3.
I suppose they do a salad here if you wanted a salad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But food isn't amazing here. I do remember that last time. But these wedges are nice. I give these a good, I don't know, maybe something a bit different. 7 out of 10. You know. Yeah, they're nice. These are. Not a full meal though, just a snack. But we are going to some sort of shopping centre afterwards, so I'll be able to get some food there later on. But yeah, there you go. That's the menu if you do come and eat here. Oh, look at the size of that pizza. Oh, your bottom really went there. Look at the size of that. How much was that?
€8.50.
€8.50. Yeah, that's good. Oh, massive pizza. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, we found somewhere where they can get some food. Anyway, we've actually come back down towards Speed of Sound. Yeah, Charlotte's got a pizza. Martin's just waiting for his. Freshly cooked though. And Leah's got some sort of panini toasty, what do you call it? Yeah, there you go. That looks alright as well. It's what, €4 something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, like the food options aren't amazing at this park at all. They could really do with some more options. I mean, yeah, I know that I'm a fussy eater, but I don't like these aren't really that fussy eaters, and they've still struggled for food. But that pizza looks quite nice though. Does it taste any good?
Yeah,
That's alright then. Well, there you go. We'll get eaten up. And yeah, going to get on some more rides here at Walibi Holland. Walibi! It's just while we let the food settle down, come for a ride on the vintage cars just here. Normally it'd be Charlotte driving, but this time it's Sean's taxi. Oh, sorry. Is it a horn? Oh,
Nothing.
it does nothing. Yeah, where would you like to go, Sean's taxi?
Wherever you'd like to take me.
Where am I going to take you?
Yeah.
Where would you like to go?
Wherever you want to take
I'm going
me.
to take you to McDonald's.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. I get you 20 nugget share box. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't go on this last time, but it's just like Roller Coaster Tycoon, like I say. This park, it did used to be owned by Six Flags. It was Six Flags Holland. Oh, there's a train. I think we're going to do that at some point. The little miniature railway. You can just see it over there in the distance coming through the trees. And there is a station just next to here. Yeah, I'd like to do that. We didn't get a chance to do these little rides last time, mainly because it was so busy. First visit, in a rush just to get all the coasters in, because we had some queues. Whereas this time, we've got a bit more time to just enjoy it and do some of these other attractions. Because like we always say, we're not just roller coaster enthusiasts, we are theme park enthusiasts. That's why we're called Theme Park Worldwide. We like doing all the little bits as well and stuff like this. This is quite nice actually around here. You got this little stream running down the middle that's there. You've got the Ferris wheel over at the back there as well. We did do that one because you get some cracking coaster views. And of course there's Goliath. That just shows really how it's not actually that tall at all. That's the top of the lift hill there with the flag on in the distance. But it really does pack a punch, and of course we'll have some more rides on that later on. We're nearly at McDonald's now. Do you want to eat in or do you want me to go through the drive-through?
Drive-through, please, if that's
Drive-through,
all right.
yeah, not a problem. I'll take you to the drive-through. God, it's a long ride this, isn't it? Where do we go now? Back round here and then we come all the way around here as well. Oh my God, it's like a 5 or 6 minute ride. Bumpy. After a nice ride there on the vintage cars, here we are on the Ferris wheel. Wait about 10 minutes to this one. There was a few people, but that's still not too bad. Because obviously we're going to get some great views of the coast. It's just like what you can see behind me over there, Goliath in the background. Oh yes, love it. Of course we've got Al Condor over there as well. So there's the vintage cars where we just were. Speed of sound over there in the distance. Enjoying the views? Got your camera ready to go? We got any wasp activity up here, or are we all right?
We're safe up here, guys. We're safe. We're safe.
What's the highest that a wasp will go? Will it not go up here? I don't know. Leah's holding on for dear life here. She's a bit scared, isn't she? And of course, let's get some shots over there of Robin Hood, because it's not going to look like that for much longer. Really nice view over there of the Mack Ride's Big Dipper, Lost Gravity. Just popping out there through the forest. Loads of trees around this part. Oh, I do like that turnaround section, that corner, where it banks a little bit to the left. Of course, you continue into the rest of the layout. Right then, after a nice relaxing ride on the Ferris wheel, food's gone down a bit now after a couple of chill rides, and we're going on the rapids just here that seem to have got different boats than when we were last here 2 years ago. Before, the boats used to, well, the water used to come flooding in through the side, and yeah, it's had some different boats, which is quite interesting. Rio Grande, I think we say it, something like that. Oh, this one actually shuts at 6 o'clock. Seems like the roller coasters close like half an hour before the park close time. They shut at 5:30 according to the signs, but this is a 6 o'clock attraction. I don't think we'll be queuing too much for this one though. It is September now, it's not really water rides weather now, it's starting to go a bit cooler. It's just a nice temperature though today, I think. Not too hot, not too cold, just a nice ambient temperature. And here's the entrance to the queue line. Oh, Rio Grande. 30 minutes from this point. So much wasp activity again around here. Not liking all these wasps here today. Ooh, bit of audio on. Oh yeah. What's she doing? Banging them bongos? Woo! Let's go. With this being a water ride, I'll be able to take the GoPro on here, so we'll see you on the ride. Right then! Oh my God, straight in with it on the rapids. You're right there, Charlotte. Oh, you had a little injury there. So yeah, different boats. This is interesting. Oh!
We said we
I didn't know. I wasn't expecting that.
That's gonna Charlotte gets wet.
Oh! So these are half of my boats, we think, aren't they? Oi! Anything? Oh, nothing there. A little bit of rapids action. Rapidos. Oh, here we go, we've got the mega wave coming up. Can we get it going? Can we get it? Oh! Oh! Hey! Oh, getting quite a bit down here.
Well, I got a bit.
It's all right. Oh, bit of music now, bangy bongos, that's it. Oh. Hey. Bit of audio around here, Martin. Uh-oh. Looks like this piece of theming's falling down. It looks like we're going to go underneath it, past the waterfalls. Oh no! Ah! crazy. That's just got my head wet. Oh dear. Oh god. Of course, coming up in a couple of weeks, Popeye Rapids. We'll be at Universal Islands of Adventure. Ready for that? Oh my god! It's a mega wave. Can we get it? Oh! Oh! KFC! Oh, love it. Get me popcorn chicken out. That's it. Brilliant. Woo! Well, I thought these weren't going to be very good, but they're all right actually. We're not getting much speed, but we're getting a bit of splashy action, aren't we? Oh. Whoa! Yes.
It was weird.
It was weird before.
We were like
wasn't
on a raft and it was split up into three.
it was strange, wasn't it?
It's a very, very strange boat. But they were classed as like a Vekoma boats. Now these are Hafema boats.
Hafema. I don't think this is as bad as what I was expecting though. They're still good.
I like Hafema Rapids. I prefer their stations purely because I think they are a lot more safer to get on and off.
Safety first.
Boats, rather than your Intamin. But the Intamin boats I prefer with the high backs.
The classic traditional ones.
Classic, I like the traditional ones.
Oh, we're in a bit of stagnant water here, Mark. Only lean like that. We all need to push forward. Push, push, push. Oh, it's all right. We're going to get hit by this boat. That was all right. Did you not like that? Why?
I'm so...
Yeah. Oh, no. Look at this all down our leggings here. I thought that was all right, actually. Certainly a bit wetter than I thought.
Rapids.
Not as good as it was before, but not as bad as it could have been, that one. A good ride on the rapids there, as you saw from the on-ride footage. Now it's time to go on the park's wooden roller coaster that opened here in year 2000. It's manufactured by Vekoma. Not very many Vekoma wooden roller coasters out there actually, but this isn't going to be lasting for much longer. In fact, it's set to close in just a few weeks' time to make way for the second RMC in Europe. Of course, I've already done the first one, that's Wildfire at Kulmarden in Sweden. This is set to close in a few weeks to be transformed into an RMC, and I must say I'm very much looking forward to it. As much as I don't think Robin Hood is a bad wooden coaster at all, because it's not. I very much enjoyed this when we first went on it. I'm quite happy to see that another RMC is coming to Europe. I'm looking forward to seeing what they go with in terms of theming, what are they going to do with this whole area around here. It's clear that with installations like the new restaurant with all the bottles in, also Lost Gravity a couple of years ago, theming is certainly more on the agenda now at these parks. So I'll be very interested to see what they do with all of this. I'd like to see some sort of Wild West theme take it over. I just feel like you could do a lot down here. But yeah, it's the last time that we're going to see. It's going to be like Charlotte's first and last ride on Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And you've never done a Vekoma wooden coaster before, have you?
No.
She's stolen my coat as well.
No, Sean's been mean to me. So basically, I've been running away from wasps all morning, stopping them from attacking me, and Sean had a coat in his bag.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to this though, Charlotte?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what is she doing? It's got a good layout, this has. So obviously it goes up the left hill just here on the right. I think we're on 2 trains as well. Heads down the drop, and then it goes all the way around in this layout. I must say, it's a nice wooden coaster, but I am looking forward to the RMC. I believe that Martin's got something he'd like to say about Rocky Mountain construction whilst we're in the queue line for this ride. So I'll hand over to Martin.
I'm not happy that this has changed into an RMC. I know I've never ridden an RMC, but I do strongly believe that wooden coasters shouldn't have inversions, and even if it's a hybrid, it is still designed to look like a Woody.
Yeah.
Right. Not only that, but the restraints, they look uncomfortable, unsafe, and I just think they're ruining good classic Woodies.
But Martin's not the only person to think that. There's a lot of people out there that don't like RMC and what they're doing. I was saying this, you either love them or hate them. And I wouldn't like it to take over a lot of old traditional rides.
This is where I'm going to find people like hunting me down and chucking eggs at my window now, you know.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion though.
Now I've said that, they're all just going to be hunting me down now.
There's a lot of
Everyone's
people,
going to be unfriending me now, that's it.
No, honestly, there's a lot of people that do agree with Martin's thoughts, but there's also a lot of people that love them. So I'd be very interested to know. Comment down below on this video. Do you like RMC? Do you not like RMC? If you don't like them, why don't you like them? If you love them, let me know why. I'd be really interested. So a bit of a debate down below in the comments, so we can see what people's thoughts are on RMC. And also, there might be some people out there that love RMC, but also some people that might not want this coaster to change. Me personally, with RMC, I don't want to touch heritage roller coasters, but I don't mind something like this. It's only 18 years old anyway. It's not like it's changing something what's got a big history to it, a lot of heritage. So yeah, I'm personally looking forward to it. And I will be here next year to come and check this one out. And it shuts in just a couple of weeks' time, this one. So get yourself out here to come and check out this ride before it does close, ready for the conversion. But yeah, I think it'll make a very good RMC. I look forward to seeing what they do all around the lower sections down the back just there. I do think they'll be able to put in some really good head choppers, but I'm also hoping that we get it as a package as well. I don't just want the coaster, I want it to have some theming. And I wasn't expecting Steel Vengeance to be anywhere near as well themed as what it was actually. The queue line area looked nice, the entrance archway. So yeah, I look forward to seeing what happens, but comment down below on this one. Let's see your thoughts on RMC and if you think it should be coming to Robin Hood or not. But whether you like it or not, it's happening. It's not, whatever you comment isn't going to change it. But yeah, Charlotte and Leah's first and last ever ride on Robin Hood in this form. First and last, but you're coming on, Leah's coming on. Robin Hood, you've got it though, haven't you? You can't like miss out on something, because next time you're here it's going to be a completely different experience. So there we go, we'll get on and we'll see you when we come off. Oh, good ride there to send it off with Robin Hood. It is always sad when a ride comes to an end, especially when it isn't a bad ride at all, because I do think that's quite a good wooden coaster. I like the layout of it, the fact you go down that drop, it like goes all the way around the side and then comes back on itself using the same support structure. I really do like that ride, but I do feel like it's going to be enhanced even more when RMC come in and do their takeover. And yeah, it's a controversial decision. It's one of those that not everyone's going to agree with, but the park have gone with it. They've obviously seen the success of RMC at a lot of other parks, especially Steel Vengeance, which today, whilst we're at this park, has actually won the Golden Ticket Award for the best roller coaster in the world. And Millennium Force won that for many years, so it's good to see that it has got some recognition this year. And on another side note, I may as well mention it whilst I'm on about the golden tickets, they've also awarded Europa Park as the best theme park in the world yet again. I think it's for a 5th year running, maybe 6 years, but Cedar Point had that for many years. I thought with all the changes what they've done to the boardwalk and Steel Vengeance that maybe Cedar Point might steal it back this year, but no, Europa Park have won again, which is great news. But yeah, of course we'll be here next year to come and see the new ride, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing that conversion. We're going on the Vekoma Madhouse now. Sponsored by Merlin Entertainments, this one. What's going on with you?
I don't wasps.
Oh, I know, these wasps are getting crazy, aren't they? But yeah, I do like this. I can't really remember a lot about the inside, but I do like the exterior. This big castle, and the fact that you're on this little like island sticking out. It's nice, isn't it? Nice little facade.
If I remember rightly, this was one of the weaker Vekoma madhouses.
We did a lot, didn't we? Especially on that first trip.
We did do a lot on that first trip.
I think the one was better at Walibi, Belgium, wasn't it?
It was. The Temple of... what was it?
Temple of something. Yeah, I can't even remember.
Oh, I don't know.
Wasp protection going on. But yeah, so we'll be making the trip out here next year for the RMC, Martin?
Probably not.
No.
I probably won't come back here for
few
a
years.
while now.
That was a good like last ride to send it off though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Lots of airtime towards the back of the train. A good way of sending off that ride.
I'd like to get out to Heidi Park next year.
For the reopening of Colossus.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely that's on the cards for next year. Heidi Park and a few parks around the area. You can do like a few multi-parks, so that'll be one to definitely do next year. But yeah, right, let's go on the Madhouse. So we just come off the Vekoma Madhouse. We've been to see Merlin, and it starts off with a little pre-show. And when you go in there, I think he's trying to explain how he's going to be taking us on some sort of experiment, and he's going to be swaying us side to side. I think that's the gist of what I get from it. And then we go into the main building itself, and there's a lot of like potions and things in the middle, all sorts of things set up, like some sort of experiments taking place. And then after that, of course, you follow that same sort of motion of going side to side and then doing that full loop over in terms of the effects. Anyway, how it works is the whole room spins on like a drum, and then you rock kind of like a pirate ship but much slower. But yeah, it's all right. That what's up?
You nearly knocked me out.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting a bit excited. But yeah, it's not bad. It is certainly one of the weaker ones. But what me and Martin were just saying with that one is that it needs just a soundtrack, because during the ride there's quite a lot of talking going on between this weird owl that appears, some sort of owl, and your Merlin the wizard, isn't it? It just needs a soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, like,
loud
what is good
soundtrack.
about Hex is the fact that it's got a really, really good soundtrack, and that's why people love it, I think.
Yeah.
And that just doesn't really have a very good soundtrack.
I mean, even Villa Volta.
At least with that though, it's got some good effects, and they actually work. So, you know,
It's reliable. I do
Yeah.
like the star clock in the ceiling. But yeah, I probably prefer the theming on that to Villa Volta. But Villa Volta's got a really good soundtrack that I love. Like Villa Volta Efteling, that's the original, the prototype Vekoma Madhouse Efteling. It's just a bit pre-show heavy, that one. You go through a few pre-shows, whereas at least with that, you sort of one pre-show and straight in. But yeah, it's not a bad one. I just feel like there's a lot better ones out there as well. I do prefer the likes of the Haunting at Drayton Manor, and also our very own Hex just up the road at Alton Towers. But we didn't get Charlotte's thoughts on Robin Hood, actually, the wooden coaster. I just sort of cut her off because of the wasps. I was going to get a reaction, but she was a bit distracted by the wasps. So what did you think to Robin Hood?
I've got big thighs.
Oh,
When I put my lap bar down going over them hills, it was painful.
painful though. Don't worry, you've not got to endure the pain for much longer. It shuts in a couple of weeks and it'll be RMC.
Oh, it's not painful.
Yeah.
That's a real Woody, it's not painful. Oh.
Well, this is quite nice what you're sitting on here, isn't it? Just outside the Cock-a-Doodle-Doo chicken shack again. Like a bit of a bench. Right, what are we going on, Martin? What's the plan? Where are we going?
I want an ice cream.
You want an ice cream? We're going to do the train, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Have a ride on the train. We need to do the log flume. And then I think it's get a few more re-rides. Of course, another ride on Goliath, Lost Gravity.
I think you have forgotten about a ride, haven't you?
Oh, no.
Isn't it your favourite?
No.
I've heard it's your favourite, Sean. El Condor.
No. I'm not riding it.
Hang
No.
on.
I was trying to just like not put it in the vlog. I was trying not to mention it.
Sorry.
But Martin, he's mentioned
You just
it.
forgot about it.
It's
El
not.
Condor.
Is it still here though? I don't think it's here, is it anymore? I think it's gone.
You're trying to. You're trying to have me on. He's trying to have me on. He loves it, really.
I don't want to do it.
He loves it, really.
So I've just noticed here as well, we've got some more theming for what looks to be a scare zone for the Halloween Fright Night starting in a few weeks' time here at Walibi Holland. You've got like a medical truck just there, and then you've got all this trussing with like little platforms in. Looks like they could be like little podiums for actors. I need to come to this Halloween event next year. I definitely need to do it because it looks very like Universal-esque with all these different things going on with the scare zones. And over on this side, we can see a couple of crushed cars. It looks right up my street, and this is like a few weeks before the event. We haven't even got all the lighting and everything on yet, so I'm really looking forward to seeing videos from this year's event. And of course, I'd like to come and do it next year. But yeah, I love it around there. Obviously, there's the new Cock-a-Doodle-Doo. A place beyond belief. But yeah, look at that, some good theming. This must just be a big scare zone that leads all the way down there. So I look forward to seeing what that turns into. Oh, and look, you got another big truck just over here as well, some sort of like army medical vehicle maybe. It's got all blood squirted up the side. Yeah, it looks great, this does. Definitely Halloween here next year. So last time I was here, just over 2 years ago, back in June 2016, one of the best parts of the park for me, Joe and Martin, was this top spin just here called Excalibur plus top spin, and we got absolutely soaked. In fact, we had a photo just out here and we were dripping wet through. You'll remember it if you watched that vlog back. But yeah, unfortunately, the fountains don't seem to be going up today. Like, they are on, they're in operation, but I don't think they're even teasing the gondola. The gondola is bone dry up there. So after doing a top spin yesterday and the day before, I think we're going to give this one a miss. I mean, the ride itself is still good. I do like good top spin, but I've done 2 in a row. And yeah, the big one for this was the soaking that we got on it. So a bit of a shame really with that one, but oh well, it's one of those things, it happens, doesn't it? We was ready for it though today. I brought my shorts and stuff for it.
Lovely weather.
It would have been nice today. It's hot now, it's getting warm.
For me,
hey.
That's what makes top spins, the water.
Yeah, it's a shame that. We had a photo somewhere standing right here, didn't we? Good memories, good memories. But yeah, no soaking on Excalibur.
That was.
What, it was near about 30 odd, wasn't it, that day? It was
at least 25, wasn't it?
It was a really hot day, that was.
Look, it's about 23 degrees today, so it's not much cooler.
Yeah, it's, you know, I'm feeling cold a bit in places today, but yeah.
Oh, sure.
I know, I'm Nesh, Martin, I'm Nesh, you know what I'm like. But yeah, Excalibur, it's sending riders, but it's got no queue. I bet you, if the water was on, it'd have a crowd of people standing down here watching it. The gondola would be full and people would be living the dream. But yeah, there you go, look, they're just literally bringing the fountains up a little bit like that and not even wetting the gondola.
You still feel cold in Dubai, don't you?
It was a bit chilly on a night in Dubai, yeah.
Yes. Who says it's cold in Dubai, viewers? Who?
It was January, Martin, it was Christmas. Yeah. Oh yes. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. That is what my face looked like 2 and a bit years ago when I was last at this park and came off Al Condor. I did not enjoy it at all. Like, honestly, that is how my face was. I was shocked at just how rough that ride was. I'm not going on it today. I'm not doing it. I've made that decision to not ride. They can ride, but I'm not going on it. Anyway, it's nice in here. Got all these mirror balls up at the top. Cocktail bar just over there. This in the little plaza, and said ride is just out there to the right. I do like these light up balls that we've got here in the ceiling. It's another building that was actually in Roller Coaster Tycoon, this one. You might remember all the archways at the side. There's a few bits of random merchandise in here if you want a little unicorn just here. Look at that. All different colours on it. Just general non-park related stuff in this one, really. We're going to do some re-rides now. We're going to do Goliath again and also Lost Gravity. So we'll see you a little bit later on. It's just gone 4 o'clock, so there's about an hour and a half to go until some of the queue lines close and the park shuts at 6 o'clock. Oh yes, Goliath's warmed up nicely since this morning. Our third ride of the day on that incredible coaster. I do really like it, but not quite as much as this attraction we're going on now. It's called Vlot. And here you can see, well no, I'm just spectating here. I can see Charlotte, Martin and Leah tugging us along here on this little attraction. They've actually got one of these at the exit to fjord rafting at Europa Park in Germany. And you just pull this across, self-operated attraction. Literally self-operated, you don't press a button, you have to tug yourself along. What's that? Self-operated. Come on, let's see you put your back into it, Charlotte. There we are. Oh, that's a really nice view of Robin Hood up there from here as well. See, you're not going to get that view next year, so show you that angle now. Well, it's not going to look the same as it does now anyway.
Check out one, please.
There we are. Check out one? What are you going on about? What? Oh, is it you pretending it's a conveyor belt? Right. Oh God, let me stay on. Too much weight on one corner there. We all need to spread out a bit on this one. Oh my God. We'll stand over here, it balances it out a bit. I suppose there was 4 of us all standing on one side there. So.
Am I doing it all by myself?
No, Charlotte's helping you. Charlotte's not even doing anything, she's just pretending to pull it.
Yeah. You're not doing anything, you're sinking it.
Whoa! I did wonder why it was all wet down here. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm getting back for some more wedges from this chicken place because they were really nice. I'm going on Lost Gravity, having some nice wedges. Yeah, they were nice. €2.50 bargain. And that was Vlot. Me and Martin think that Vlot means raft in Dutch. I think it's got to, hasn't it? Because we saw one the other day. It was called Vlot as well. So I think that means raft, but I don't know. Any Dutch people watching, comment down below. Sure, we'll soon find out. Oh yes, back over then at Lost Gravity. One of our final rides that we're going to do here today. Looks like I've got away with doing El Condor though, doesn't it, eh? I've got away with it, yes! Did you want to do it? We can go over and do it if you want.
No.
Do you want the pain? The suffering? No? Oh, we won't do it. Have you enjoyed today?
Yes.
Just the wasps, isn't it?
Wasps.
You know what they really need here? You know, like at Alton Towers, how they've got all the wasp catchers hanging up? They need those at this park, in my opinion. Just wanted to show you these traffic lights. They go a bit unnoticed here. Proper working traffic lights all stacked up. Like the gravity's just sucked them all there together. I love this ride. It's a shame there's no DJ in the helicopter. I don't know if they do that anymore or not. Like I say, comment below. Let me know. But yeah, look forward to getting back on. Let's see if it's got a rattle now. It's been running for a full park day and we're near the end of it. It's been a very nice day today. I've enjoyed it. It's not one of my favourite parks out there. Like I say, it does have a bit of a Thorpe Park atmosphere, but there's certainly been more families here today than thrill seekers, which is interesting. But I do love the design of this coaster, and I would love to see one of these in the UK.
So single riders get to go through the bus. Should we just be a single rider?
Well, yeah, let's go and have a look. Yeah, why not? Do it. Oh, a fast track through the bus. Let's just have a look through the bus anyway. Let's just have a little poke our head round.
Oh yeah, that's true. Single riders don't get to go through the bus.
Means you can have a little look round here though. That is cool. This ride has got some very cool theming. Personal favourites of mine, the helicopter. I like the escalator. And this bus as well. We didn't come on here last time and have a look. I like how the lights are working. That's a nice finishing touch. Let's have a look. Oh, it's got music in here. Oh, it's playing the video about the... Oh, there we are. See, if you wanted, you could just come here all day and sit on these seats. There we are, telling you about the gravity. Obviously this was a real bus and the park have just purchased it and chucked it here in the queue line, which is great. The world has lost gravity. Are you going to do some riding, Charlotte? You're going to drive the bus, where are we going? Okay, where are you taking us?
I don't know.
Get us in gear, come on. Yeah, oh. Oh. What's that?
I'm going to the toilet.
What, before we go on?
Yeah.
Alright, Martin. Yeah, we'll drive this bus round to the entrance. Oh. You're not a very good driver, it's not gone anywhere.
I know, it's really sorry.
Oh. Just had another ride then on Lost Gravity, second ride of the day on it, and went on the wing, and it certainly had a bit more vibration. Talking of vibration, oh, it stopped on the escalator. Typical as soon as we get onto it. Yeah, it certainly had a bit more vibration on the wing, but I still don't think it's rough, so to speak. Yeah, it shook side to side a little bit. I wouldn't call it rough, you know what I mean? Like for me, for rough, it has to proper shake like mad and shake my brain inside, like quite like Eurofighters do. But yeah, like for me, it's got a bit of a rattle, a bit of a, what I would call an icon rattle, because icon rattles about quite a bit, doesn't it? But yeah, it's got quite a short queue, it's only about 10 minutes, just straight down here, and then up there into the station, running 3 trains. But yeah, I love it, it's my favourite coaster at this park. I really do like it. I think Charlotte ranks this coaster very high.
I love it.
Tell the viewers.
It's probably in my top 5.
In a top 5, which is good. But yeah, it's a great ride, isn't it?
I love it.
I like the theme though, because it's something a bit different as well, you know, this whole gravity that's been pulled. I just really like it. All the shipping containers and stuff at the side. I just think it really works for this theme of the ride. But yeah, we'll go for another ride. Probably our last ride of the day now, nearly ride close. Then of course we'll head up to the exit and share our thoughts from the day. Here we are then, we've come to the end of the day, we're in the gift shop. What we got down here then? Got the little mascot down here. I just don't really like the mascot for this park, I'm not a fan. I prefer the mascot to the park, yeah, like what we've seen. I love you! No, I don't love you, I don't like these. I'm just not a big fan, I just find him a bit creepy. Don't like the fact he wears like trainers either. Yeah, these shirts are great, but there's a problem with these shirts. And that's the fact it's got Condor on it, but I've not had to brave it today, I've not had to ride it. Well, there you go. I want something with hard gan on, because that's like their like their term, what they use here for advertising on the posters, the park's slogan. Go fast, it means apparently. Hard gan. Is he where? Oh, around the back. Oh, we'll get to it in a minute. Hashtag hard gan. Yeah, the merch is not amazing here. I still go by it and say that Merlin theme parks have the best merchandise out there. Got mugs there with the letters on. Some hoodies there. They're a bit simple, aren't they? Just with the W on. They're not much to design to them. What's that?
Power band with hard gun.
You're joking?
That's what you need, sure. Because you forgot your. Because you forgot your charger.
Oh, it's back at the room. It can wait. I'm not spending money on that. There you go, hard gun.
Have some joggers with it on.
I'm not going to show you that shirt over there because it's a family channel because it's got swearing on it. But you know, look at this one, hard gun. Have you seen what it says on that shirt? Oh, and them cups as well. Oh, don't look, guys. Oh, and the hats. You can't get away from it. I'm sorry. To be fair, it is bleaked out. Too hot to handle. Hashtag hard gan. Eat, sleep, hard gan. There you are. Hard gan. Hashtag hard gan. Real thug life. Yeah, it's one of them parks, this. It's certainly my least favourite part that we've done so far of the trip. Hey, they've got some great rides here, but the park itself, I'm just not a big lover of it. It's a bit of a thought park special, this one. This is a bit like the version of the Dome. It's one of those, but we'll make our way out to the main street and wrap up the vlog. So after multiple rides throughout today and not too busy Walibi Holland, we've come to the end of our day, and I have really enjoyed today getting back on some really good coasters. I really like Goliath. It was running great. I do like the paint job. I think it looks better. And yeah, also getting back on Lost Gravity, which I kind of come in expecting me not to enjoy it as much this time, but I did. I love Lost Gravity. I think it was a good solid addition and look forward to see a second one of those opening where hopefully they've rectified a few of the rattling issues that it does seem to have in places, but it's nowhere near as bad as what I was expecting. The rest of the park, it's a shame that Speed of Sound, the boomerang over there behind me, it's a shame that that wasn't running to its full potential with the audio and the lighting. That really made it. It was good to get back on platform 13. That's a nice coaster with the queue line and everything. And yeah, just generally had a nice day going around the park. And of course, we gave Robin Hood a good send-off. For me, I'm looking forward to coming back here next year because I will be here to come and ride. It's a new RMC. And yeah, of course, stay tuned on Theme Park Worldwide for all the latest construction and news with that. We'll be talking all about it throughout winter and building up ready for that ride to open next year. It's going to be one of the biggest rides in Europe for 2019. So I do look forward to coming here and, of course, covering that one. But yeah, in general, of course, it was Charlotte and Leah's first time to the park. Charlotte, have you enjoyed it?
Yes, I had a lovely day.
What's been your highlight of the park?
Lost Gravity.
Lost Gravity? You've really enjoyed that one. You said there, you think it's a top 5 coaster when we were going on it again. Yeah. That's crazy, that. I mean, I wouldn't quite rank it that high for me personally.
I haven't been on as much as you.
Yeah, it's a good solid ride. It's a very enjoyable ride, and it's got a good long layout to it as well, and some really interesting elements. The low light though has got to be the wasps, hasn't it?
Oh,
the wasps have been crazy, haven't they? It's been like wasp central. Honestly, Alton Towers have got it right with wasps. They put like the little wasp catchers hanging up from buildings and trees, and yeah, it does really improve the experience. I'm not a big fan of this down here either, the whole street, what they've done. It certainly looks a bit brighter than it did before, but yeah, and it fits the park. I just don't like the graffiti. I like some of the buildings, but it's like this car here, for me that'd be much better as a real, just actual car without all the artificial grass on it, you know. Yeah, but Leah's not been on much, but have you enjoyed your day still? You've done a few bits, haven't you? And you went on Robin Hood, and to be honest, that's the one that, yeah, it's going away, isn't it? So at least you've done it and given it a go. That's the main thing, because you're not going to get to do it again. And Martin, back at the park for a second time.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it?
I've had a really good day. I do feel sorry for Leah not going on anything because it's not really.
Yeah, it's, you know, like it's not what. But there's a lot of other parks. You went on quite a bit of the other parks, didn't you? And we're going to Toverland for Phoenix.
Yeah, when I went on Lost Gravity again the second time, it felt like it was a lot rougher on the edge than it was on the edge in 2016.
Yeah.
Really, so the edge actually do like rattle a lot more. But it's great to get back on Goliath. You know I love Goliath.
It's a great coaster. It's a solid coaster.
That's my baby in this part. That's my top ride here.
Yeah?
Easily.
And just generally operations have been alright, like no complaints with operations really. They got Goliath on 2
It's been
trains.
a good day today. It's been a
Weather's been fine.
The weather's been
yeah.
great. Apart from this morning when we had a bit of rain, which
Yeah.
is weird.
But in general, it's been a nice day. It's not been anywhere near as busy as last time we were here, I don't think. We've got some smaller bits in. I enjoyed the train earlier on, the vintage cars that we did. It was nice to just do a few smaller bits as well as the big rides. It's clear this is a thrill park. It's the thought park of the Netherlands, in my opinion. The park itself, I don't really like in terms of the layout of it. It's very confusing. Like here now, to walk to Goliath, you've got to go all the way down the main street, halfway towards the back of the park, then turn left. So I'm not a big fan of that, the layout wise, and I'm not too keen on some of the theming in places, and I think some areas look a bit bland, a bit barren. But in general, it's been a nice day, it's been good to come back. Would I come back here next year if it wasn't for a new ride? No, but I will be back here, of course, to come and see the RMC. So there you go, thanks for watching us for another day here on our trip to the Netherlands and theme park number 4. Check out the 3 other vlogs and the travel vlog. We had a bit of a laugh on the ferry, so make sure you check that one out. And yeah, that is all from this park. And as it says up here, I'm going to leave you with this little quote just here. It was all a dream at Walibi Holland. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Sean Sandbrook. This is Theme Park Worldwide. And that means it's time to It Was All a Dream. Give those credits. See you later.
We'll be right back.